Okay. Perfect. So here we go. Warm up. We got a couple moves for you. I always like to start with arm circles and breathing. So bring the arms down, breathe in, and breathe out. And breathe in, and breathe out. We'll do a couple more of those. Breathe in, and breathe out. I hope everybody's had a good week. And breathe in, and breathe out. It's already Wednesday, kind of crazy. All right, next one we're gonna do is some of the body turns and the reaches. I like doing this one. I think we've done this the last couple of times. So just a really good one to get. Movement through your trunk, movement through the shoulders, gets the hips rotating a little bit. It's a good feeling for a warm up. Really reach and extend. This one kind of helps you remember everything's connected, right? From your fingertips down towards your toes. And reach, we'll do 2 more. All right, next thing we'll do, just to get the hips warmed up a little bit, we'll do some standing and marching. So just up and down. This is a good one to warm up for the balance too, if you want to try it without holding on. Just lifting up and down, shifting, single leg, kind of like a 3-second single leg balance, right? Go, a couple more of these. All right, and take a break. Next one we're gonna do are some hip circles. You know from the last couple classes, I love doing hip circles. It's a good one to just open everything up. These are important today because we're gonna do a good amount of squatting and lunging in the first round. So hip motion is very important for that. And I like to hold on for this one, holding on to the chair or the countertop. That way you don't have to worry about your balance. You can just worry about opening up the hips. Really getting into that deep stretch. Let's go the other way. We'll kind of open up and around the other direction. It's kind of a workout too. Get all those hip rotation muscles working. Kind of opens up the inner thighs. All right, last one. All right, very good. We'll shake it out. The next one we'll do is a calf stretch. What I want you to do, kind of like a dynamic calf stretch. So we're kind of pushing forward and back. Somebody have a question? Oh, okay, just making sure. All right, so forward and back, stretching the calf muscle a little bit. You might feel a little stretch in your hip flexor here too. I certainly do. We'll switch. We'll do a couple pulses on this side, stretching the hip and the calf. Just a nice ankle warm up and hip warm up. All right. Last thing we'll do are just some arm circles to warm up the arms. So arms out. We're going to do 10 or 15 small circles back. There we go. And we'll do some small circles forward. There we go. All right. Perfect. Shake it all out. Everybody's all warmed up. So now we're going to go to our first circuit, which is going to consist of, it's for lower body strengthening. We're going to do heel raises. We'll do one that we did, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago, was a hip hinge into a squat. So kind of a combination of 2 motions. And then we're going to do a backward lunge where we hold on and we lunge back and stand up. So those are the 3 lower body moves I have for you today. And when everyone's ready, we'll get started on those. Again, for the heel raises, I like to have at least one hand holding, because then it allows you to get up into the full range of motion. Otherwise, you're kind of worrying about your balance, and often it's tough to get all the way up if you're not holding on to something for some stability. So you can certainly try it if you want to, though. All right, so circuit number 1, here we go. We're going to hold on to the chair. We're going to go up and down on the toes. Up. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and there's 12. We did 12 today. We've been doing those for a little while, so hopefully 12 is a good number. All right, the next one we're going to do is a hip hinge. We're going to get your hamstrings working a little bit, hamstrings and butt muscles. So we're going to hinge, kind of like you're just breaking your body in half, right? Keeping your back flat. Hinge forward, come back up, squeezing your glutes, and then you're going to go right into a squat. So hinge, you may feel a bit of a hamstring stretch. Use your hamstrings and your butt muscles to pull your torso back up, and then drop into a squat. There's 2. All right. Hip hinge. Now you can bend your knees a little bit with this. And then squat. There you go. Hip hinge. Come back up. Squat. There's 4. 5. Hip hinge. Squeeze those hamstrings and glutes. Squat. We'll do 5 more. Hinge, squat, hinge, squat, hinge, squeeze your butt muscles, squat. All right, I've got 1 more. Hinge, back up. Squat down. All right, very good. You should feel the legs moving. Legs are working hard there. So next one is going to be a backward lunge. So last time we did pulses. This time we're going to just lunge straight back and come back up. So that's what it looks like from the side. From the front, you're going to hold onto your chair or countertop and you're going to lunge back. The key with this is making sure your knees and your hips are at 90-degree angles. So I don't want you stepping too far back, because then you're going to arch your back and it's not going to feel too good. But you don't want to go too close, because then you're going to arch this way. So you want to get a nice big setback. And then as you drop straight down, you're bending the back knee, letting your back heel come up, and you're coming back up to standing. So let's do 6 on the left, 6 on the right, for a total of 12. So drop back, come back up. There's 2, 3, 4. You should feel this in your quad mostly. 5, maybe in the glutes as well. 6. Oh, there's 6. And then we're going to switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Hopefully everyone's starting to sweat a little bit. I certainly am. All right. So those are your 3 motions for lower body. Now we're going to go through that circuit 2 more times. So we're going back up to the heel raises. So now Holding on to your chair or your countertop. We'll go again. 12 heel raises. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Very good. All right. We'll now go back into hip hinge to a squat down. All right, ready? Again, keeping your core active by pulling your belly button towards your spine, right? That'll help in making sure that your back doesn't arch. All right, so we're hinging, keeping a flat back, slight bend in your knees, kind of pushing your butt back. You may feel a stretch in the hamstring and you're squeezing back up. As you stand back up, I want you to push your hips forward and squeeze your butt muscles. All right, so here's 2. Hip hinge into a squat. We brought the squat on the first one. All right, hinge and squat. Hinge, squat. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Couple more. Hip hinge, squeeze, squat. And one more. Very nice. All right. And hopefully the legs are feeling like they're on fire. So now we're going to go into our lunges. Okay, so we're going to hold the chair. All right. We're going to lunge back. We'll give everybody a couple more seconds to get going. Okay. And here we go. Big step back, 90-degree angles. You're going straight down like you're bread in a toaster, right? I think I mentioned that last time. So there's 2, 3, 4, drive up, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I had said we were just going to do 6, so we're going to go with 8 this round. All right, switch legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll do 2 more. 7, 8. There we go. Again, you should feel the legs moving. Feel them working. I feel that all in here. All right. I'm breathing hard. I don't know about you guys. We'll take a nice break here, and then we'll do that whole circuit one more time. All right. So, if you're ready, you're going to get started with the heel raises again. We're going to hold here, hold on to your chair. We're going to go up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ooh, very good. All right, feeling those calves. We'll stretch those at the end. All right, next one, we've got your hip hinge to a squat. I'll show you this direction this time. So your hinge forward, come up, squat down. There we go. Hinge into a squat. Hold on to your chair if you need to. Hinge, squat. There's 3, 4. So tomorrow, I hope you're feeling your quads and hamstrings. We're working them today. If you want, I know some of you guys have 2-pound weights at home, or 3-pound, or whatever weight you have. You could use those, holding on. If you wanted an added challenge, if you go back to this video and do it again. Last few. Hinge, squeeze the glutes, squat down and up. Hinge, squat down. All right, take a break, shake it out a little bit, and then we'll go into our lunges. So we'll do that now. We'll hold on to the chair, and then we're gonna lunge back with the left leg, or whichever leg you've been starting with. We'll go back. 1, 2. We did 6 the first round, 8 the second round. I think we could do 8 again. 4, 5, 6, 7. Last round, guys, you got it. 8. Good. And we'll switch legs. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, very good. You guys made it through the first circuit. All leg stuff today in that first circuit. I am actually sweating, so that was a good one. Working some of those big muscle groups. So nice work. The second circuit, as usual, is going to be balance. So today we're going to try some single leg balancing, and we'll do some arm motions. We haven't done a whole ton of just single leg. We've done some toe touches, but we'll try some arm motions today. We'll do kind of a favorite. I like this one. Tandem, 1 foot in front of the other with some various reaches. I think that one was relatively challenging last time, so I think it's a good one to keep doing. And then we're gonna do kind of that like stepping matrix where we kind of step forward, step back, and that's a balance exercise because you're stepping, out of your normal base, right? So it helps you to be a little bit more stable. If you have to reach for something, or grab something out here, your body says, hey, we've been there before. And it allows you to keep your balance a little better. So let's get to it. Let's get to our balance section. I'm going to move back just a little bit. That looks a little better. Okay. All right, here we go. So first one, if you need, especially for the first round, we'll hold on to the chair. We're going to go single leg balance. We're just going to hold here. If this is enough of a challenge, just stay here. Or today I want to try doing some nose touches. Just alternating nose touches, standing on one leg. There you go, good. And then switch. We'll stand on the other side, single leg balancing. Again, you can either stay here, and then something in between would be kind of moving the one arm to your nose and back, or you can alternate arms if you feel you have the stability. Hold on to the chair if you need to. Like I said, we haven't done a ton of single leg balancing. Woo. There we go. Toe or nose touches. Usually it's toe touches. Today it's nose touches. We'll do a couple more there. You should feel like your ankle's wobbling a little bit. All right, and take a break. Very good. Next one we're going to do is 1 foot in front of the other. And We'll do 10 rotations. So you're rotating around, one foot in front of the other. Okay, there's 10, and we're going to switch feet. Now you're going to go the other direction. Sometimes it's pretty normal to have one side that balances a little easier than the other. And we'll add the reaches, rotating through your upper back. And the narrow base of support is what we call this. Very good. All right, and take a break. The next one is going to be that lunge matrix. We're doing a couple different lunge versions. This one is more so for balance. So it's more of a stepping matrix rather than a lunge like we were doing in the other one, in the other circuit. So for this one, you're going to step forward and reach for your knee. So similar to the hip hinging, I'll show you from the side. You're stepping forward, hinge at your hip and reach for your knee. I don't want you to be, a turtle like this. You want to keep your back flat, and you're just hinging your shoulders so that you're right over your other foot, so that that foot is taking that load. All right, so we're going to do a couple directions. We're going to go forward, and then out to the side. You've done this one a couple times, and then we're going to go at kind of a backwards diagonal today. So 3 different directions. We're going to go forward, side, backwards diagonal. And you can kind of do this at your own pace. If you feel like you need to go a little slower, you can certainly go a little slower. I wouldn't go too much faster than I'm going. So you want to give your body time to balance when you're out in these positions. There you go. And we'll switch to the other side. We'll do a couple rounds here. Again, forward, lightly reach to the knee, stepping out to the side, rotating and doing a diagonal back. So we'll do 2 more rounds. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, 1, 2, 3, last round. Forward step, side step, diagonal back step. All right, very nice. Again, those are some of my favorite balance exercises. In the next round, I'll show you how we can make it a little tougher if it's a little too easy, a little way to challenge yourself. So we'll go back to the single leg balancing. We're going to go single leg. Last time we were doing nose touches. Let's do rotations this time. So single leg, and then reaching the arms back and forth. That way your ankle has to work a little harder. Your ankle and your foot are working a little harder to have to keep you up because you're moving. There you go. A couple more there. And relax. We'll switch to the other side, single leg balance, and rotate, rotate. If you're holding on to the chair with one arm, you can just rotate and punch around like this. There we go. And we'll take a break. And then we'll do another round of the stepping matrix. I'll show you a way to make it a little bit tougher. So if you want to, you're going to step forward and balance. We did this one last time. And then come back. Step to the side and balance. Step back. And then go diagonal, balance, step back. Hold that balance about 3 seconds. So if you want to try that out with me, you can. If you want to stick to just the stepping motion, that's totally fine too. A couple different ways to do it. So we're going to try the matrix again. We're going to step forward, balance, 1, 2, 3, step back. Step to the side, balance, 1, 2, 3, step back, and then diagonal back, balance, 1, 2, 3. Very good. We'll do 2 more rounds on this side, then we'll do 3 rounds on the other side. Step forward, balance, 1, 2, 3, step back, step side, balance, 1, 2, 3, step back, and backward diagonal, 1, 2, 3, step back. 1 more round, step forward, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, switch legs. Same thing. You're either doing the regular step lunge or you're doing the lunge or the step forward with the balance. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, 2 more rounds. 1, 2, 3. Forward. Side, 1, 2, 3. Diagonal back, 1, 2, 3. Very good. 1 more round. Forward, hold, 1, 2, 3. Almost like you're a runner frozen in time. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Very good. All right, nice work. We'll do all of those 1 more time, and then we'll jump into our arm and back circuit. So this time for the single leg balance, we'll try something different with the arms, try to switch it up a little bit. We'll go, hold on to the chair if you need to. We're gonna go single leg balance, and then let's try this. Let's just do arms. I don't know if you can see my arms, but just hold your arms overhead. It's a little tougher. If you want, you can bring them down and back up. It's gonna make you use your core a little bit. Down and back up. Down, up. Kind of makes you work that other leg because you're holding it up. You don't have to hold it up if you don't want to. You can hold it back. As long as you're balancing on one leg. Kind of a shoulder workout too. All right, and we'll switch. Single leg balancing on the other side. Three, 4. One more move. Good, and relax. That's a little tougher. Lifting the arms overhead is not easy on one leg. All right, next one. One leg in front of the other. Again, narrowing your base of support. And we're going to do one that we did last time where we hold the arms here. We're going to reach over, back, over, and back. You should feel this working in your core, in your core muscles. As you reach, you have to use your obliques to pull you back. I feel this one working in my ankles for sure. There we go. Okay, 2 more. Reach over, narrow base of support, 1 foot in front of the other, and relax. Switch your feet. 1 foot in front of the other, arms up, and side and side. Like I said, it's totally normal if you have one orientation that is more difficult than the other. For some reason, I have a lot more trouble when my left hip is forward or left leg is forward. So yeah, totally normal if you see a difference. Go, pretty challenging. A lot of arm motions today. 2 more. 1 and 2. All right, take a break. Shake it out a little bit. All All right, next one we're gonna do is that final step lunge matrix, where we're going to step forward, side, and diagonal back. All right, and again, you're either doing the lunge step or you're doing the lunge balance or step balance, whichever way, whatever you want to call it. Ready? And we'll do 3 rounds on the right, 3 rounds on the left, and step forward. 1, 2, 3. Side, 1, 2, 3. Diagonal, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Last round. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, switch legs. Step to balance. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And side, 1, 2, 3. Diagonal back, 1, 2, 3. We've got one more round on the left. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Last one. 1, 2, 3. Very good. Like I said, I really like that step to balance exercise. Gets you moving, gets you balancing, a little bit more dynamic. All right. So we're going to take a little bit of a break, and we're going to then do, if you have weights, go ahead and grab them. I've got some 2 pounds here. Again, if you don't have weights, you could use soup cans, or you don't need to use anything. You can just use the weight of your arms. So we're going to do some arm lifts. Up and back is the first move. You can go up overhead if you want to with these. Make sure you can see a little better there. And then we're going to do a row with a tricep kickback. So you're squeezing your shoulder blades, opening up the front of your chest, working on some upper back strength. Really good for your posture. And then we're going to do an overhead press with the weights. And maybe we'll change it up. We'll go here. We'll start here. We'll open up, come back in, overhead, overhead. That way you get a couple different motions going. All right. So let's start. Got some weights. I'm going to have you start with your arms at your hips. We're going to keep them out at like a 45-degree angle. So you're not going straight forward and you're not going out to the side. We're bringing them forward like you're going to give a tree a hug. All right. So roll those shoulders back a little bit, and we started on our upper body circuit. So we're lifting up. There's 1, 2. If it hurts your shoulders to go overhead, I want you to just stop at shoulder height. 3. We don't want pinchy shoulders. 4. If you do have pinchy shoulders, you should come see us at OPTM. 6. We can help you with your overhead lifting. 7. 8. Keeping those elbows nice and straight. 9. 10. All right, very good. Shake it out. Now we're going to do, you can do a little bit of a hinge forward. So your shoulders are leaning. We've done this a little bit. Again, making sure you're not rolling because that's going to hurt your lower back. You don't want to be doing that. You want to do a nice hip hinge, keeping your spine neutral. We're going to bring the weights, or if you don't have weights, no weights, down. We're going to squeeze your shoulder blades, kick the triceps, so you're straightening your elbows back to 90 degrees and then down. So a couple different steps. Squeeze the shoulder blades, straighten the elbows, back to bent, come down. So shoulder blade, tricep, 90 degrees, down. We got about 6 more. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Just like there's a penny there that you want to squeeze and hold. Making sure you're not hunching the shoulders up into your ears. You want to keep those shoulders down and back. Keeping your core strong with this too. All right, good. And relax. Stand back up, just like your hip hinge that we did earlier. Next exercise for the upper body. We're going to bring your arms up here to 90-degree angles. Like a, I don't know, a goalpost or a scarecrow or something. All right, then we're going to go forward, overhead, overhead, out. There we go. Forward, overhead, overhead, out. There's 2. Forward, overhead, overhead, out. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Forward. I'll do 2 more. I want to do about 8 of these. These are a little tougher, especially because we've been using our arms a bunch today. Overhead, overhead, out. Last one. Ooh, I feel those shoulders burning. Okay, and out. And bring them down slowly and relax. Very good. All right. Roll those shoulders back. This is why doing these in circuits is good, because you get a rest from different exercises, and it makes it a little bit more interesting. All right, so I like to roll the shoulders in between, so roll them up a little bit, and then in about 5 seconds, we'll start with the first exercise, which was up and down at 45 degrees. So make sure your shoulders are back and you're standing up tall, and go into the lift. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let's do 2 more if you can. 9, as long as you have good form. If you're tired at 8, please don't push through with bad form. All right, there's 10. Perfect. Whew. So now we'll go into your hip hinge. All right, and bent over row, triceps, come back and down. There's 1. Squeeze, kick back, back to 90 and down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one, squeeze the shoulder blades, kick back, and 10. Very good. Should feel it working in those back muscles. All right, last one in this second round. Arms up like a goalpost, or a scarecrow, or a cactus. All kinds of things that look like this. So we're going to go in, up, up, open. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Forward, so you're coming forward like this. Up, up, open up. There's 2. Up, up, open. 3. Up, up. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Very good. We'll just do 8 of those. We have another round to do. All right, 1 more round, and then we'll do our cool down and our stretch out. And you can enjoy this Gorgeous day outside. It's like 80 degrees out there. All right, shoulders roll. Get them loosened up, and then we'll go right into our last round of the upper body section. So shoulders back, starting at the hips, and lift up. 1, keeping those elbows straight. 2, 3, there you go. 4, remember opening up as if you're gonna go give a big tree a hug. You want you to be at 45 degrees so that you're not straight forward and so that you're not all the way out to the side. I'm gonna feel this tomorrow. Sad. All right, there we go. Good, shake it out a little bit. Now we'll turn and we'll do last round of the rows. So hinging forward. And we're going to squeeze your shoulder blades back. 1, 2, extend. You should feel that in the triceps, the back of your arms. Good, we got 2 more. Squeeze, kick back, down, and squeeze, kick back, down. All right, very nice, good work. 1 more time. We'll do the cactus exercise. All right, and arms up, home stretch, almost there. You're gonna come in, up, up, out. There's 1, 2, up, up, 3, overhead, overhead, 4, 5, we'll do 8, 6, making sure you're not hunching too much, 7, last 1, overhead, overhead, 8, very good. Slowly bring those weights down. You have made it through the upper body circuit. Nice work. Everybody do a nice overhead stretch. I always like to, again, do some nice shoulder circles after that. We'll go into our cool down, and then that's, you're all set. So, first off, let's do a couple nice big breaths. Cool down breaths. There we go. All right, and let's try this one. We're gonna hold our hands behind the back. We're gonna squeeze your shoulders down and back to open up the chest. You're just gonna squeeze down and back. Hold 10 seconds. It's a nice opener here. Good. We did a lot of arm and shoulder exercises today, so I want to do a neck stretch, right? So you're going to either put one hand behind your back or just hold it to your side. The other arm's going to come up, and we're going to stretch out the neck. So like I said, we did a good amount of overhead, shoulder circles, things like that today. So this is a nice, good stretch for the upper traps. So those get kind of tight. This is a good one to do tomorrow if you're feeling it up in the shoulders. Slowly bring your head back up and put the other one down. We'll lift and we'll stretch the other side. Now, I don't want you to crank on your head, right? You want to be gentle with your neck. Just kind of lightly guide it until you feel a nice stretch over here. This is a nice one. I like this stretch. All right, and come back up. All right. Next one we'll do is your calf stretch. We did some heel raises today. Bring this down a little bit. Oops. There we go. All right, and a calf stretch. Trying to get all back here, right? We did a whole bunch of heel raises. So if you stand up tall, you may feel a hip flexor stretch here too. and switch. All right, and go ahead and stand up. Last thing I'm going to do is a nice shoulder stretch across the chest. Again, we worked the shoulders pretty well today, so good to have a bit of a shoulder stretch. Switch arms. We'll do another arm stretch after this. We'll go up, and I don't know if you can see my arms now. There we go. We're going to do a tricep stretch. This one should feel good after all those tricep kickbacks that we did. Slowly come down. We'll lift up on the other side. Reach. Kind of reaching your shoulder blade like this. There we go. All right, and slowly come down. Last stretch we're going to lunge and just shift side to side to stretch out the inner thigh. Should feel a nice stretch. Inner leg into the groin. Stretching out these muscles. We use these for those lunges today, so good to open up the hips. All right, everybody, we're going to do 3 more big breaths. Last one. All right, there is your strength and balance class for today.